Good morning, this is Terry Lee, and this is video 6 in our Manila Notebook number 1 series. We're going to have a lot of notebooks, so I just decided to number them. And on this video, what we're going to do is, at first I had shown you 2 envelopes, but to make this lay flatter, even though it's going to be kind of poofy anyway, I decided to just do 1 envelope, because when you have the 2 overlapped, then that just makes the additional bulk. So I've decided to do 1 envelope, and since there's decoration on the bottom, I think I'm going to do it right about here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut a slice straight across the width of the top of the envelope, and then we're going to slide the envelope in it from the front. And then it will be a flap, and you won't see this part because it'll be glued to the back of the page. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we don't need the book for this. Oh, I've got so much stuff paper clipped in here for you guys. I want to be careful where I set it. I don't want to knock stuff off the front. Okay, so with this page, the first thing I did was I marked what page it went to. But anyway, I marked the center. And then I was going to go, this is a 4, let me give you the measurements again. I've got them written down on another page. This is 5 5/8 by 4 3/8. Okay, so you got 4 3/8. Let's just call it a 4-inch envelope, just to make everything easy. So then, to make it look centered, you're going to want to go 2 inches above the center to slide the envelope in. Okay, so we've got our center, and you can just as easily do that by drawing a diagonal from corner to corner, and then drawing another diagonal from corner to corner, and that will give you your center. It's probably the easiest way, actually. But then you're going to measure 2 inches up. Let's see what I think that's going to be. Yeah, see, 2 inches up. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. So let's use our T-square. We haven't used that in a while. So, for those of you that haven't used a T-square, it's got a little ledge on it, and you lay the part that doesn't have the ruler on it along a straight edge. Okay, these are sometimes called straight edges, and make sure your paper is straight along the edge. And then, now I've got my mark, so instead of having to draw 3 more marks and draw the line across, I can just draw the line straight across. Okay, this is 2 inches. This is center. I know, I label everything, don't I? Do I make you guys crazy? I might need that again in just a minute. Okay, so now we're going to need to know the center of our envelope. So, in this particular case, centimeters actually works out really well. It's 14.5 centimeters, so that means 7 1/4. Right about there. It's going to be our center. So we'll put our center on our center at 2 inches above. Then we'll mark where the edges are. And we know we've got it straight across because we drew our straight line. Okay, so we've got those 2 little marks. Now comes the fun part. Terry with a blade. I know, it'll be all right. If there's blood, I'll pause the video. And I'm serious, I am totally dangerous with one of these. See, I have trouble just getting the blade out. I'm trying to lock the safety. There we go. All right, so all we want to do is cut from this dot to that dot. That's it. Let me get my ruler just in case. Not just in case. Let me get my ruler. And then I just want to cut. See? I can't even cut it straight along a ruler. All the way across. Okay, so now I have a hole. And we flip it over. And there's a little cut mark. I was hoping it would be on the bottom, but it ended up being on the top. All right, now we should be able to slide the flap of this envelope in here. Okay, well, be still my heart. All right, I would just like for everyone to take a moment here. Because it worked, and it worked on the first try. So let's just take a moment and say, and the crowd roars. I thought for sure I was going to have to do this twice, maybe 3 times. So now we've got our envelope in here. Let's make sure it doesn't move around. Open it up. And put your glue along the edge of the flap. And then just flip it down. Make sure your envelope doesn't move. And down the front, you have a flip up. That's an envelope. Okay? That's all there is to it. So now that that went so well, we have a lot of extra time. So what we're going to do is we're going to decorate this envelope. Well, we still got it off the page and we can move it around. What I wanted to do is I'm not going to decorate the back. I'm going to leave it as it is because it looks kind of grungy and funky. I may put a little bit of ephemera on it, but I have some cards, and I think I'm going to put the cards inside. Maybe one, maybe both. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Put both of them in there. And then flip it back shut. Well, let's take them out for now so that it's flatter. I don't know if I want to put both balloons in there. I may want to put one balloon in and then maybe one on the front. You'll see how we're going to do the front here in just a second. I'm going to make like a double pocket. So I'm going to glue this across the bottom like a pocket. Okay, but first I'm going to glue this on the side like a tuck. So then when I glue the pocket over the top, I can put things in this way, I can put things in diagonal, and I can put things in this way. Can you see? This way, and that way. Okay, and I've already inked them, so don't forget to do all that inking around everything. I know you're already going, oh no, I forgot to ink it. I do it all the time. Okay, so we're going to do this like a tuck. Whoa, and we're not doing it on our cutting surface. And you can see why. Okay. A lot of moving around with the microphone. Sorry about that. The only place I have to put it is back behind me. Okay. And now you're going on pause. sorry about that. My dog kind of scared the you-know-what out of me by walking up and sticking his cold nose right on my ankle. So that was a bit disconcerting. So now with this pattern, it doesn't matter which way we do it. So all we have to do is glue an L shape. Unless you're going to do it like a side tuck, in which you would do it as a U-shaped. But I'm going to leave as much of it open as I can. I'm going to glue that, make sure the glue part on the bottom, Leave a little bit of the edge showing. I mean, because it's the coffee dye, that's why we're not covering the whole thing up anyway, and that's why I'm not covering the whole back up. So make sure the bottom and the side are glued. Then we're going to take this one and we're going to glue it right across the top. But we're just going to glue, and we're going to glue it in a U shape like a pocket. Okay? You know, we're not going to glue it in a U shape like a pocket. We're going to glue it in a U shape and make it a pocket. It isn't going to be like a pocket. It is a pocket. Like, you know. I would have liked to have left a little bit more of the bottom showing, but you see my piece is a little long. So I'm going to have to come down to the bottom to cover it. Okay. And now, when you look at this, let's take these two cards. Now you can put something here, right? You can also put something here, but you can also put something at an angle here halfway. So you can basically make a loaded pocket out of this. I like this idea a lot. Okay. Then we can maybe stamp something on there. If you have a steampunk type stamp, or a clock with wings, or a corset with, or blue butterfly, whatever, anything that goes with your steampunk. I don't have any stamps like that, so I reserve the right to put a stamp there. But for right now, let's just stick these cards in there. Actually, let's not, because we have to glue it to the paper or the book. Now, this is the part where we don't want to mess up, because we've done so well so far. All right. See, there's a blue butterfly. All right. So now this is the part where we had the tie. So make sure your tie is going straight out. And then you're going to flip this over. Admire your handiwork. Okay, you don't have to do that, but I was doing that. And then glue, keeping in mind the part that says top. Glue this all the way down. Hope that you have enough glue in the bottle to last until the end of the month. Otherwise, no more tutorials. Now the page is going to be a little heavy, a little floppy to position because of the envelope. But if you put enough little smoochy glues in the corner, yes, I just called it that, you should be able to slide it just a little bit to where you don't have to trim that little corner, just like we got lucky on the back. Make sure that you glue right over this really well. You don't want this to be able to pull, pull your paper up. So make sure to glue there. And now, on this page, you've got a flip-up envelope. There still may be cause to decorate the back and make a tuck spot instead. And I'm going to think about that. Even though this is coffee dyed, it's not the most beautiful coffee dyed in the world, but then again, that could possibly be the point. So I can't believe I did all that in 15 minutes. And so I am going to, at this point, since I don't have anything else written down because I thought it was going to take us longer to do this, then you know what? Let's go back here. We can do this one. Let's do number 14. We have enough time. Now on this one, because of the way I'm going to do this page, and I'll show you that in the next video, I've decided to go ahead and put this piece of paper in here, and you'll see why, even though I'm not doing it on any of the others. All right. So, and then I decided to take a big piece of that where I made the strips and I copied and pasted them together. And this had a tear in it because I tried to deconstruct it. I thought I would be smart. And all I did was tear the envelope. So I wanted something that I could, you know, just kind of lay on there and not worry too much about it. And sorry if my voice is shaking. It's 3:30 in the morning. So what we're going to do is, we know my trick, which is to just flip it up. And put the glue in there. That way you don't have to try to slide it in with the glue on it. All you have to do is get it lined up once you have the glue on it. Kind of like that anyway. Okay, now we're going to glue this. This is number 14, if you've been keeping track. I've been trying to call things the envelope on number 12 or something, so we don't have that many numbered items, even though that is the easiest way for me to keep track. However, once you start covering things, then you kind of have to flip back through. This is one of my favorite sweatshirts. I'm hoping I don't get glue on it. It's really cold here. We've gotten about 4 or 5 inches of snow overnight. Well, overnight. It's still snowing. We're under a winter storm watch here in the Seattle area, which is not usual. And we are scheduled to get about 7 inches of snow. And I really didn't believe it. And I looked out. I probably should have taken some of this other off so that it was a little flatter, but okay. So now we've done that. I haven't decided what I'm going to put on there yet, but I really like the way it looks. Of course, I had already inked the edges of everything. And so we've got 14 done, except for whatever we're going to put on the page. And then we also got 17 done. We put our envelope in, and we have our flip up, and everything went swimmingly well. And we decorated the envelope and made a double tuck pocket out of it. Okay, so that's it for video 6. I'll see you in video 7. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Bye-bye.